It's black. All right. Let's try to find this replay, shall we? Pretty sure I got cat hair in my mouse though. Might need to solve that one first. Let's do that while we wait for everything. Jävlar. Gained like 200 movement speed just by cleaning my mouse there. I'm gonna download this one. I'm gonna open this one. I'm gonna check it out. So I'm gonna wait for it to load a little bit. All right, let's start it up. Doesn't seem like he's online now, but never mind. Let's go for Hordenschwellung, which is a weird name, but bear with me and you will see the epic gameplay. So this is going to be a review that is sent in by Blue here. He's playing against Red. That is going to be Romans. So it's going to be Poles against Romans. And also this is going to go to YouTube. So if you want, you can like and subscribe. So look at the opening here on the wrong player, which I should probably not do. Okay. He said he did some small mistakes, but I actually realized that one pretty fast. There's only one wood away. Not really that super big. Also a little bit unfortunate going for a house and it's directly... Actually, I think that That house would have been pretty nice if you're going for berries here. And we take that lumberjack over here. Then you just go for wall. 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 And you're basically fine if you're gonna go for like... Yeah, probably scouts, right? Probably not if you wanna do a full work though. Yeah, there's a lot of things to think about this game. So it's just Shiki map. Scouting is going well so far. Look from... You're seeing here. I hate that this... Like sometimes it doesn't go away. Yeah, it looks pretty good. 4 seconds idle time for each. Same amount, exactly the same amount of idle eco here. Very even so far. Might go for man at arms since he has 3 on these guys. Not a good full work though. Should have been 1 tile more to this side. I'm pretty sure you cannot fit a farm right here. I mean, I guess you want to keep have big walls, right? Otherwise, I would probably just a wall like this, right? You can still have all the forms in here. And then you go for like this and this, a little bit here. And then when the bigger game expands, you just go for like full walls to the side here, right? Like full walls. You can keep this one and then you go for this one. And you have gold, you have a lot of farming eco in the back. I mean, this works as well. It's just gonna be a shit ton of resources. You did, man. I wrote you on Discord, but I didn't see you were online. Sending a little bit too much money on wood, maybe? No, I feel this might be... I would much rather take 2 of these guys and send them here instead. So far it's looking pretty good. I think you're over-investing a little bit too much in farms here, maybe. Always good to have a little bit of harassment. You also force a house there. Man at arms. Could be right here, right? Like we are 10 minutes into the game. And he made his first man at arms. Okay. But that is really bad. You're gonna have like 3 scouts out at the same time. He has 3 man at arms here. Very bad man at arms fight here. Opening. I wonder what this tactic was here because this is so slow. Yeah, red is not playing his best here. First of all, he's missing 1 man at arm. Which is gonna come after upgrade. This is a very bad opening. This is like probably one of the worst openings I've seen in my entire life. It's even worse than when I try to do it. Like 12 minutes and the first man at arm arrives. And the other one went like 50% back and the last one has not been produced yet. A little bit sloppy here, I would say. Like you knew the scout were outside there. Also, I don't quite understand it. Like you made scouts, but I see no scouts. Okay, they're over here. Since you saw like the man at arms unupgraded here, I would just rather have cleared the man at arms and then go forward. Like 2 scouts can easily fight off 2 militias. I don't think you had to lose your unit here. It's like same here. Like you see him walking here, 1 by 1. You even see 1 harassing your villager. Just send your scouts back, kill this one, and this one, 1 by 1. And then you wall up, then you're safe. It's a kind of decent trade though. I mean, he's not gonna wall this one in a long time, so I would much rather just have played defensive here. It's the same here. Like you see Marathons running into your base all the time and still having like villagers alone. It's a little bit sloppy. I would say you're lucky you only lost one, because I could easily see you lost like 3-4 here. This is a very bad fight. Not sure why we picked that fight. Like here we need archers. Like this is gonna be disaster. You kind of see what I'm telling now, right? Like you lost like 2? Or was it 3 scouts over here? You lost 1 villager for nothing. Like you're losing so much because of like, for no reason. I think it's kind of necessary here. You were, if he didn't go for the Townsend here, he could have stayed here for like 1 hour. You would have lost so much more resource because of that. Also, how are you ahead here? Like he forced a lot of idle. You forced like no idle time from his side. Oh, he has no upgrades. I love that you remember to get horse color though. I don't like that you're like floating so much wood though. And that you don't use your farms around the full work. A little bit much idle time for my liking. Like here you're floating 1k wood. You could have clicked up like 4 minutes ago if you just, almost 4 minutes ago, if you just went for like the right ratio here. And then you like a full work, you drop 9 farms, boom, you have like 90 food. Because I believe a farm is 250, yeah. You instantly drop off. No, it doesn't say here. That is weird. I believe it's like 7.5%. It's almost, I think it is like 15 food. Like if these were there and you had placed one more here because you had rest for it, then you get like 300 food instantly. For as long as it doesn't break in, it could work with knights now. It's actually crazy that you're ahead here. I guess it is because he has so much idle time behind this one. Which in itself is very weird as well. We get the upgrades on the way up. Yeah, Bloodlines is here. Nice. Like you're floating way too much wood there. Like you're gonna make knights and you have 4 villagers in gold here. That is extremely bad. Like you're gonna afford to make like maybe 3 more knights and then you're gonna run out of gold. Like if he had double attacks here, I think it would have been GG. Maybe not GG because it's 1200, but here you can easily see that you can pick these guys off. Like this is making me a little bit panicky. Like when you see above 1k, you need to do something. Like where is the town center over here, for example? Like where is the market being produced so you can actually use these resources? Like for example, if you would have had a market now, you sell like 400 wood, you can get the extra armor and then you can just clear these guys for free. Like where is the siege workshop making scorpions? I mean, it's okay to forget it, but not that you're floating 1500 resources for, like, since 10 minutes ago. Here we need to aim the pike. We're not aiming the pike and we're taking unnecessary damage. Always when you're in a fight like this, if it is like archers and pikes, if you have horses, cavalry, you always need to focus the pikes before. Because they are the one dealing damage. And they're also the easiest to kill. Here I could say you can probably just clear this one. Especially when if you stand on the hill here. Same here. Okay. Same here, you kind of need to focus the pikes here. Like if you focus the pikes there, you would have got both pikes and would have got all scorpions. You had like 2 knights over. Instead he managed to win the fight. I think here, I'm not sure in this matchup, but I think you could have went for like scorpions and knights against scorpions and pikes. I think they can work. I guess you can go with these guys as well, but... yeah, no, CA can also work. That is a good idea. Like you're floating so much here, man. Like 10 farms, use everything. Like now, I don't know, you're floating way too much res here. Way too much res. I can understand if you float in like 1k res because you're like panicking for a very short amount of time. But not that you have an entire Imperial Age resource in your bank. That is not... that is something you need to improve. And this coaching is about improving, so... I don't think you can panic for that long if you... I'm gonna be honest here. Same here, like, why doesn't you just convert? He has 1 scorpion. You can easily convert it to force him to go forward and then just pick up a couple of these guys. It's same here, like, start converting, he sends forward the scorpion, right? You go forward these guys and you shoot the scorpion. Then you go back and heal them up. I mean, these guys are pretty tanky, they're like 70 health. Like, just like 5 volleys and this guy is dead. It's only 1 man. There you go, and now you can send this guy back. Perfect, and now you go and snipe the scorpions in the back with the knight. And then you focus on these guys. Or you just let the melee hit you like that. That works as well. I would just take these 3 now and just send it on a scorpion here. And then you just keep harassing with these guys. Somehow it is like the decision making even in the fight. This is not micro heavy, it's like only what you need to do with your units, right? What counters what here. I mean, if you had a town center earlier and you spent your wood for like more farms, you would have been at almost 80 pop now. Then you would have almost double his eco. Like, you're still ahead. But you could have been so much more ahead if you spent your rest here correctly. I think, like, not even watching the entire game, I think that, like, summarizes everything. What I've seen so far. Okay. Not sure where these guys are going, but... okay, here we need to focus the scorpions. Which we didn't. You can skip after imp too, okay? I mean, it works maybe at this level, but this should not work. I don't think. Like, you can buy yourself the Imperial Age now. little bit neglectful of the macro. Also here, I think maybe we could go for like Obuch. I'm thinking about like Obuch and what are they called? Onager? Because we have siege engineers and everything for these guys. It's a little bit more expensive combo though. I mean, it's a generally good infantry. Like every attack rips off one what do you say? One armor. Oh my god. It's a feast of idle time. They're generally good. Like they're pretty tanky, pretty decent damage. No. Pikes deal extremely poorly to Obuch. They die instantly. Not instantly, but very, very fast. What? I did not click there. That is so strange. This is probably not ideal. You took the only lane, only line that has 3 townsends shooting at you. You could have went this way and get here. Not easy for you to know though. Maybe it was. I don't think you saw that one though. I mean, you don't have to, but they are really good against like pikes. They are pretty tanky, so they do perform pretty decent, like against cavalry as well. They still lose, but they don't lose that much. Don't quote me on that one, but I find them pretty good actually. The only problem if you go for like Onager and Obuch is that your Onager is gonna kill the gold units in a forward that you don't really want. I think the CA here is pretty decent. I think your micro is pretty decent in general. Like, what I would summarize so far is that like your decision making when you're taking fights, you need to focus on the right target with your units. And your macro is very much off. Like here, you're floating like 2 Imperial H's. Just in res. Imagine if you clicked up to Imperial H 10 minutes ago when you had like 2.5k gold. This is a very bad fight. You're literally fighting 2 counters against 2 that you don't counter. Yeah, this is way too much. Like 1k gold is still too much, to be honest. Like here, in this stage of the game, up to Imperial Age is very, very important. So like the sooner you get, the later you get there, the harder it's gonna be to win, right? Imagine if he was up now and he dropped the castle here and he's up to Imperial Age. Then troops these 2 down, he's gonna push you in here and then you're dead. Or we could say that, okay, you went for the silver crown here, right? Imagine if you made like 50 cavaliers now, because you're in the Imperial Age. Then you just run over here, then you run into space and you win the game. It's a good poke though. Normally what I do with poles is get cheap knights into GG, but with the Roman armor I wasn't sure. I mean it works good against Roman as well, but not the Imperial Age, I would not say. Halberdiers are just too good to counter it. Also I would probably recommend to go for... I wonder why he got skirms here. That is such a weird thing to go for, to be honest. Why would he go for skirms here when he has scorpions? Like he goes for heavy Scorpion and Halberdiers. Much better than going for skirms. This seems to be very, very off. Normally I go for like Hussars and CA. Then you can have a nice meat wall. And then you have CA in the background. I'm not sure what the Golden Crown does. Scout camera, exactly. I mean, this game has been basically over the last 5 minutes. We can check it if you want. It's fine. I do like that you added more production buildings in the background like this. Yeah, sure, send it in Discord. We can check the one out as well. We do a nice little coaching session here for seasoning. Seasoning is like spices, right? Session. Do you say session? Cheese season. Okay, I don't know. A nice YouTube season. Everybody understands what I mean. He has like no wood line. This is very inefficient. His entire base looks very inefficient, to be honest. Like bad mining camp. Oversaturated. Like very oversaturated and far away. It's like when you get that candy. And it's the candy that you don't want because it's a wrong flavor. And you drop it to the ground. And then you need to eat it. That is this lumber camp for you. It's like the two worst things you can have. I would love to see some trebs here though. I don't quite understand why we're not pushing. I mean, I do understand why we're not pushing because we don't have an army, but like 2 or 3 trebs here, clearing everything here would have been really nice. You don't see that one often. Crop rotation coming in. Oh my god. This guy is not looking at his entire economy for day. Okay, that is like the worst fight I've ever seen in my life. But we have Hussars incoming here. How does Red lose this one? For me, this looks like a pure win for Red, to be honest. I have no idea why he goes for Skirmstone. That is... Maybe because he's sending four villagers to build a panic castle. That might be the reason he loses the game. 59 villagers. Chopping on 1 tile of gold. That is impressive. Okay, so he lost the game to 20 Hussars while having a far better army himself. I mean, I played this game for 3 years, but I don't think I've ever in my entire life the 111 idle villagers because of like 1 Hussar. And on top of that, I have no idea, man. This is like something I would expect for a 500 elo. Like Red was doing so good up until now. If he had skipped like skirmishers and he like just got up the castle and didn't idle everything here, I think he had a fair chance to win the game. Like he's doing good with, you can tell that Red does very good with like army and super poorly with equal. Like, look at this. Like he's gotta have like, he needs to like, that is a problem, like he doesn't even realize this one. But he should look at his equal now, right? Like the prioritization of the low elo people are like so weird. Like Micron this one, like 9 skirmisher out of the world, and then I have like everything idle everywhere. Now he finally tries to fix it though, but I think it's like way too late. Like look at the eco here. 15k behind. The even weirder thing is that like he's floating like almost 5k food here. How that is even possible is... That is like almost all food he gathered for an entire game, it feels like. This has been like 2 people pretty decent with army, but with like no macro control behind it. But I know that might sound a little bit harsh, but that is like my... That would be my verdict if you want to improve. And it goes both for red and for blue, to be honest. It actually astonishes me, like, how much of the game is like just knowing what to do, right? I will be truth. Not harsh. I will not be awake harsh on you. I promise you that. Because only awake can handle that one. But I still need to point out the mistakes, right? I can try to do it in a nicer way though. I mean, this should be just GG now. A little bit... I don't know. It felt like this could have went like either way because of looking at the macro. I guess the blue did it a little bit better than Mr. Red here. It is also very, very hard to know what to do in like a lot of the games. Like red has like no rest to take anywhere. Well, it was decent. It was like for coaching, I would say like focus on the macro there and your decision making, I believe. Don't pick fights you don't need to take. It's a very good verdict of everything, I think. Let's look at the last one as well here and see if the verdicts go into the same thing here, or if this is a better game maybe. Great, I'm interested about your summary after the 2 replays. We're gonna check it out. Ooh. Tasty. Okay, so this is gonna be game 2 with Mr. Blue. And this game is also gonna go up to YouTube. If I have your permission, Fachman. Okay. This is Dancing in the Moonlight. What I'm drinking, that is elderberry and... it's elderberry, rhubarb, lemon and vanilla wine that I made myself. They are like, look at them. Even though they're like super blurry, I would buy one of these and have as a pet. I think my cat would actually like to have a pet like this. They can sleep together. This one though, look at this boy, chunky boy. That is perfect. And we're gonna upload it and hopefully more people can learn from your mistakes. No. I mean, it's good to have like content uploaded to improve the game, right? I looked, when I was trying to get to 2K, Hera made this like play series. Like how to get up to 2K part 1. And then he made it like up to 1500 2 times in a row, but he never like finished it 2K, so it was very hard to actually know what you should do to get like up to 2K. If it's like the higher up you come, the more the answer is always like depends. Like should I go for like spears against knight? Well, that depends. Can you get enough of them in enough time before you're dying? Or should you just go for monks instead? Or should you go for walls and CA? Like every aspect of that kind of depends a little bit in like the situation you're living in. Which is kind of not what I should talk about. Oh, blocked by the capybara. I mean, so far, I think everything looks kind of decent. Javelina. The scout is incoming. One on the wood only. That is very interesting. This... I don't know why you're going for free on wood every time. Here it makes sense if you're gonna go for like man-at-arms. I don't want to see this one though. I would like to send this guy away here. Hope capture rate skips the long break I needed during the game. Yep, it does. It skips all of the breaks. Which makes sense, right? What is this that sounds weird? Or is it this one? It sounds like a very cheap impression of Donkey Kong sounds or something. Kill it. Okay, this game you have way too much on wood. I can say that immediately. Yeah, like you have at least too much on wood here. This is gonna be very bad for your uptiming. Which is probably the most important thing when you play man-at-arms, right? The fact we can actually click up are kind of crazy. No, you can't. And then you idle on your town center instead. Now you're panicking, saying, why can I not click up? Wow, that is a lot of idle time. Okay, so there... Thanks for the follow there, Hassan. AoE. So he's gonna go straight up archers, which is nice. He probably knows man-at-arms is incoming here, right? Small walls, like that. Red is reacting really good here. Not entirely sure why you would wall like this. Why didn't you instead just take this as a suggestion, right? Why didn't you go for like a line like this with your house? And then you go for your barrack here. And then you just go house, palisade, and you're fully walled after you're taking the chickens. Like now you're wasting... It's hard to count because like my brain is not functioning, but I would say 15 palisades for nothing. It's a minor thing, but it's kind of same here. I mean, I don't like the lumber camp. This is too forward. I would probably recommend to just go for the mill here. Like, you're gonna float a lot of wood there when you cook up. Are you gonna go for archers here? Because if you're gonna go for like scout, this is gonna be totally off. With your eco, I believe. 11 on wood. Not sure what I think about that. It feels like Ruddy has a better understanding of how to wall this game. This is probably not what you wanna do though. And he's like, what? I cannot jump through here? Isn't this the same as a farm? Okay, I'm just gonna build it then. Then it's just gonna wait for this one to run out. It's not super far away though. Gonna cost him like 50 rest though. Okay, this I don't like. You have 4 on food at the moment. 3 on food. And you're gonna open up with scouts. And you haven't even started taking your berries yet. Also, this is not even enough to make villagers. I will be very surprised if you can make like a single scout here, to be honest. You probably can, but you're gonna idle your town center instead. Peekaboo. Gonna poke you in the back. Boink. Boink. The fact you 3 attacks before you rack there is a little bit too much. 1 is normal if you're looking away a little bit. 2, perhaps if you're doing something else, right? Like looking at fixer or builder or something. But 3... I mean, I can accept it because it's a 1200, I guess. I cannot accept that you, like... There's a hole here. You're going for scouts when you're having, like, totally off eco for it. It kind of feels this damage, this game, you made more damage to yourself with your man-at-arms opening than you did to the enemy. You killed one palisade, and you had two villagers lost because of the idle time. Almost 3 villagers. I think if you're gonna like go for an aggressive opener, like man-at-arms, you need to have a build order for it. It is just way too hard to just YOLO. Like, I don't think you can just YOLO your way out of this. Like, oh, I took too many on trees, I'm gonna add farms a little bit later, right? Because you're still gonna have a, like, shit ton of idle time. Like, you have so much idle time here, it's very bad. And now you need to go into, like, archers, and then again, we're floating a shit ton of these guys. The woodoos. Now it's gonna go forward, and we cannot go into encounter, because if we're gonna make skirms, we need food, which we don't have. Could probably afford it now, though, because you're getting more farms out. It's so weird that you actually are ahead here. I think it is because, like, your opponent keeps missing the double bit axe every time. Which is very big mistake as well. We are gonna be fully walled though, so that is nice. Okay. I mean, it's a good reaction, but you knew they was on archers for like at least 4 minutes ago, so it's a little bit weird you start ending it. It's like, oh, yes, archers coming at me. Where did these guys go? They was here like 5 minutes ago. Oof, almost lost one there. I mean, it's a good thing that he doesn't have anything else that he can push in with them. He also going for armor without even seeing that you are on archers. And that is kind of a big mistake. Not a big mistake, but it's a unnecessary upgrade. Like, imagine if you were going for like fast castle behind this one. Then the armor is just gonna delay him there. Vikariepolen. Now, this might be a Swedish guy, right? I think Vikariepolen is a Swedish word. If it is misspelled, because it's gonna be 2 L and not 2 O's. There's gonna be a hole here. Hope we realize that before he breaks in. I don't even think he realized it, to be honest. It's important to delete the building in range here. So he could just went back here and just kill it anyways. Okay, what do I do with my skirms if he has fletching? I thought you go armor. Yeah, you do. You do. I was commenting him going armor. Because he didn't know that you were on skirms, because he never saw your archer range. If you see that the opponent is on skirms, then you want to go back. But you still don't want to go armor. Like, why would you go armor? You only go armor here if it is archers against archers. Because the skirms deal more damage than the armor denies. What the hell is this? Why on earth would you not place it here? Like, come on, Red. You even fully scouted it. It's gonna be less rest and it's gonna be more safe. Same here, like, he has scouted everything of these ones. I guess he wasn't too much in the moment there and didn't realize it. Then he's gonna look at the YouTube and like, yeah, fuck, I should have done like this. Why didn't I do like this? Like, these walls doesn't make any sense in my head, but okay. It's 1200s. Maybe I'm a little bit too harsh. Almost smashed my wine bottle there. Or the wine glass, I mean. It's kind of crazy that you're actually ahead there. Like, actually crazy. You're like 6 villagers behind though. Like imagine like a normal opening when you didn't do the wrong mistakes and actually went for the right build order. It would be like 46 villagers, like almost 1.5k ahead. You would have been up to Castle Age like 2 minutes earlier. We probably have out like elite skirms now with double town center behind it. Like the game is already gonna be over if you just focus on the basics. Like this game has no fighting element whatsoever. So far this game has just been like 100% a macro game. We saw 2 men-at-arms fighting and dying to a palisade wall. That is like the action we had for the last 23 minutes. Not entirely true, but you understand what I mean, right? Like, so if you just had a good macro behind this one, and you were totally clueless what to do with your army, then you would be so far ahead that I cannot even see how anybody can lose this one. Okay. I hope we see elite skirms now and more skirms in general. I also really would love to see another town center here. Because otherwise you're gonna fall so far behind and die. I do like that you remember to get wheelbarrow though. It's very rare to see low and high elo. Remember that one? I'm talking to myself because I always forget it as well. We need elite skirms here before we take this fight. Like, you need to spend your rest. This is also a little bit too much rest in my opinion. You're almost like 50% to Imperial Age here. No, it counts. I think this game is gonna be, he's gonna be on 3 town centers while you on 2. Nobody's gonna fight each other. And then you're just gonna die because he has more villagers behind this one better eco. That is what I can look in my Palantir of Vision, as they say in Lord of the Rings. Okay, that is actually pretty decent. Let's send the skirms to an unknown location here instead of going for the crossbows that is killing our knights. Oh, that is a good shot though. Even though it was on the town center, it was a really good shot. Okay, that was not so good shot. Okay, so this is a really good fight. The amount of chaos we made here should have been a GG. This is not good though. He's just casually adding farms while being raided everywhere. I like this guy. That is the macro focus I want to see. Why are you not using the mango now? Where is this guy going? What are we doing? Okay. How did he not get a conversion there? Oh, he actually got a conversion, okay. He was converting for like an hour. Now we finally had a 3 town center. It's good to see. This is very strange though. Like, why were we hitting by the market? The insta conversion. Yeah, but I mean, he has better eco behind it. Like, you're actually not ahead there. You just made it equal because you didn't add your town center in the first. Why are we not chasing down these guys? Why are we going back here? You have basically more knights than he has crossbows. I would just kill these guys and then just run up and like, he has no ballistics or anything. Also, we're adding sheets, but we don't add siege. The siege workshop is coming from somewhere else down here, I believe. Probably from this one, right? I'm gonna show you a trick here, Bashmong Fong. If you aim between here, you're gonna deal damage to all of these buildings. would probably try to aim here, and then you're gonna break everything 300% faster. This is a good tip. This is not a good fight though. Or actually it might be. I don't think so though. No, that is a pretty bad fight. I mean, you get everything and you force some idle time. But at the same time, he didn't lose any crossbows, and you lost your entire army. I mean, this should be so much easier. I like the yelling in towns that are in the background. That is the highest level play I've seen so far. That you focus on your macro, but at the same time you actually are aggressive. The creep was also very nice. I would, however, have liked to see it here. The block is gold, right? You block the gold and you hit the town center. And then you just keep the pressure here. Because then this is going to be dangerous. This is going to be off. This is going to be probably off. And then it's kind of forced to go back. Can we do a nice snipe on the mangonels? No, I'm going to get the villager instead. And we're probably going to lose 2 knights. Yep. And the mangonel. I mean, this should have been so much over. Like, a little better fights here and he would have been 1% dead here. We also have enough stone now for another creep post, and I would love to see it here. Either here on the hill to deal more damage, or like here to hit both the farms and the gold. Let's hope you realize it. I mean, so far you're dealing great pressure though. I can understand why you don't place the creepos on the optimal places, because like here would have been a really good creepos as well. Force him away from the gold. Basically forcing him away from the gold now is going to be a free win for you. But that is like the high level decision making. That is not something I would expect to see at 1200 do. I would probably not expect the 1200 to have perfect macro behind this one either, but I think you understand what I mean. Have you not scouted this one yet? No, you have not even scouted your sides here. That is probably something you can do though. Like taking one scout to each side and see. He even might have been open here and you didn't know it. No. You did see a lot of farms though. So you should probably be indicated that something is... I don't know why he doesn't just add a creepos here. I'm not really sure what your plan is here by... Ah, that is fucking hilarious. You're not the only one though. This is very bad. You like letting it convert your entire army. I mean, here you can probably just either raid or you can just break this town center. Okay, so he actually converted your own army and now he's denying your creepos with it. That is not something you see all the day. We got a smorgasbord, as we say in Sweden, with things to do here. We're hitting a 25 house. While losing 10, 15 villagers to your own units. Yeah. Here you could probably maybe add some light cav to deal with these ones. Wow, that is really... okay. I mean, it still should be unlosable from your position here, but like he's going up to Imperial Age. This creepos didn't really do anything because it never got up, because you died to your own units. Now he's gonna be on upgraded Imperial Age units with almost the same eco as you. Gonna get the treb out to get these guys, and I cannot see how you can win this game anymore, sadly. The hilarious part here is like 50% of your own army. It's like coming back at you. It's a little bit of that that line that you say like, why are you punching yourself? We like to take your own fist and what makes everything a little bit sadder is that we don't have bodykin here, so we, however, would have had the Imperial Age if we used the market. This is not gonna work. You see how fast the game switched because you did like some minor mistakes here that cost your entire game. Like you went for like winning to losing a game very heavily now. In like 2-3 minutes. Imagine if you picked this fight here with your entire army, not like 5 Kuniks that he converted. And having like 25 knights hitting a house here. Imagine if you have like an army of 30 here against like, what's it, 7 monks, 10 crossbows, and like 2 knights. Then you would have killed his entire army. You can run in here and just kill everything. So that is what I mean. Like most of the games is not like microing like 2000 APMs. It's like, just think calmly about the situation. Like, what should I do with my army? Like the awareness. Where are my units? That is like... It's like those small things that you need to do. Like people say that, oh, I cannot get up to 1800 because I cannot micro enough. But that is like, no, not true at all. I would say that like most of the things here is gonna be like decision making, like up to at least 1500. I'm gonna say that it's gonna be like 90% decision making. So let's see, you go for mangonel here, which is something I would agree with. Even though these guys are dealing a pretty high damage output. Still need to react though. I mean, you secured the map. You didn't grab the relics when you had the chance to. You're trying to get it now, I believe. But in the late game, what can you do? I guess like scorpions, maybe? Heavy Scorps and Kuniks. I don't know actually what you can do here. The game feels pretty much over. It's like you had such a long opportunity to do something, but you kind of struggled to like push anything. You had like 1 mangonel, and 90% of the time it was not hitting the town center. Yeah, this is gonna be suicide. You do know that they deal very heavy damage to cavalry, right? I don't think you were looking away there though, you used a monk. Like you sing he needs crossbowman and you're going for more cav. That is strange. Also again here, floating way too much res. I think that it's like a common theme. In every game I see so far, you're floating very much res. Now we're trying to go for raid, which is kind of nice, but at the same time, you know that he has 2 castles. Okay, then it's understandable. You also got a little bit this diamond here, so I made you VIP to the stream thingy. As a thank you for the donation. You don't get anything from it though, so it doesn't benefit you in any way, but it's a cool symbol, right? It's a symbol of respect. They do look pretty cool when they are upgraded. Yeah, I don't see how you can win this one now. Like he could go for Yanni's crossbowman and hang cannoneers, and I think you're pretty much cooked here. Not really sure why he traps the market though. It's like from his perspective, what he can see. He also deal very high damage to the mangonels, which is nice. Good to know. I'm not sure why he didn't just go for like important buildings. It doesn't cost just wood. I was thinking knights deal good with the Chinese crossbow. Oh, it's sadly not correct though, my friend. It's the other way around. I think they deal like 7 extra damage to these guys. They're gonna be like 5-shot hitting, killing these guys. Which is pretty insane. But they lack halberdiers. Which I learned the hard way, so... Having a good pop count and everything, but... Like, we don't have a unit that we can use here. See how fast they melt. They're crazy. There are some good raids though. This doesn't make any sense, but okay. Even if this would have went up, it would just make like one try and kill this. I mean, this is not super smart by him though. Like if you garrison here, we probably killed all of these guys and then you can just use the cavalry and kill these guys. We're not making any traps though. That is very weird. Why are we not using like getting some traps here to get down this guy? Send in villagers instead. Who needs traps when you can just fist fight down the castle, right? Yeah, I would say build order like F- is very bad, to be honest. And then your macro, I would say like 2 stars out of 10. It sounds a little bit harsh, but like you're constantly floating like over 1k res. I would even say like most of the time you're floating like 2 or 3k res. So like, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I have like a game I can show you where I actually played good myself. I kind of want to have like a panic game as well to show you, just to show the difference, right? You know you're playing bad when you need to check your own replays and you don't find anyone that actually played good on. I think no, this was the border thing. I kind of need to know how to play men-at-arms and archers. Yeah. That is probably what I would say there. Holy shit, I have so many games and I don't even remember what I played. This is arena, right? Canals, okay. Pretty bad example if you're gonna show that game, maybe. Shouldn't this be like Arabia? I'm just gonna see if I maybe can show you how to do it. If I open up with men-at-arms here. I think I actually lost this game. Because majority of the games I lose is gonna be these ones. It's gonna be a little bit different here because I go for... but this is a game I wanna go men-at-arms for. So normally go 6 on food, 3 on wood. If you wanna go 2 plus 2, like 2 militias, and then when you click up, you go add 2 more. Then you wanna have 4. So you can make some damage. So you see here, 4, and the rest of food here. And that is like all the magic to it. And when you go 3, after you go 6 villagers, you go 3 on wood. Then you can add a barrack instead of a mill. No, this is a good placement. Why is this a bad placement? If I'm gonna wall it, it's gonna be perfect. Yeah, 6 on food, then the rest on wood. And then you just go for, like, just taking wood like this, right? And now I should be up. If I don't miss playing. Yep, I'm going up. Yeah, it was 4, but it was because I didn't... It was the first one I scouted, right? I mean, you could make an argument for this is going to be, but I think this is going to be harder to wall off, right? Because if I go for a lumber camp here, I'm probably going to go for this way. I could probably have made it here. I mean, if you're going to go man at arms, you are going to be the aggressor. So it's going to be a little bit more forgiving going forward like this. Here would actually been a pretty good lumber camp. And then you can go for wall. You can go for wall. Then you can just go into the town center like this. That would probably be an optimal now I think about it. But you see like the difference, right? Because that is kind of a point. Like I'm clicking up at 18 workers. You clicked up at 20 or 21. I have 3 men at arms out. And I have good resource behind this one, right? I can make 3 villagers. I'm spending my woods to wall. So like I can keep making villagers now. And I have like 12 on wood food. You had 3 on food. And they have a shit ton of these guys under my town center. So like here you can see the difference that I can make this one and then I can have a good eco behind it. Then I'm going to be a poor player, so I'm going to idle anyways, but that is not because of the build, it's because of my inability to play the game. And I mean, this is like a pretty heavy build, right? Running straight into the town center, that's like, that is a must if you're playing as me. I was like 1% sure the town center was here, so that is why I was trying to go around, then I run straight into the town center. So here you can see, right? 3 villagers, instantly can afford to get this one. I could also have went for game over. What? Okay, so the game is probably, it's because this is a patch. It's because the patch is out. But I think I could have done, I could have skipped this one for a little bit, and I could have went for earlier on gold, and I can go for man at arms if I want that instead. So like, this just shows you that if you have a decent build order, and just doing the early game right, it's gonna be a lot easier for you to play the game. Yeah, is error replaying. It's because of the...
Salam.
It's because of the patch. And my aggression is very poorly. The idea was mainly just to show how the build works, right? So yeah, that is everything that we had for today. So now it's going to be a little bit of StarCraft instead. Because we want to see how we do that. Maybe we take a little bit break before. I was hoping to see anybody streaming here, but there's nobody fun is streaming anything. Let's go for a little bit of these guys. StarCraft. Yeah, no problem, man. I hope you learned something. And if you didn't, well done, I don't know. Is it 1200 though? So maybe I'm being a little bit too rough. But I think you're gonna have... You can maybe look back at it and see if you're doing it good or bad in the future, maybe. As I said, it's gonna be on YouTube, so I'm gonna bounce. Have a good one. Yeah, I'm gonna see you around. Have a nice day. Take care, back, Marfon. And don't hesitate to send me anything more if you want to. So bye-bye. Can actually, because it's only one watching, we're gonna restart the stream then.